This video is for people who have a 23 Villain, not a 24, who want to install the OEM lowers and watch the 26-minute video from Side by Side Fury. They did a great job if you have a 24. Larry feels there's a couple steps that were kind of glossed over because they're slightly different on a 23 than a 24. So we're going to see if he can explain to you the difference. Remember, if you have a 24, you don't really need to watch this. This is for people with a 23 Villain.
Okay, so we're over at Larry's house again in his famous garage and with his Villain. Now, he put the lowers on, and you saw that in the accessory video. The video from the company he bought these from is set up for a 24 Villain, not a 23. And there's just a few separate things they don't show in that 24 Villain, at least not with enough detail, that made it easy for Larry to do this install. And that kind of motivated us to do a supplement. Those guys, they did a very nice job on the 24. But if you have a 23 or older, add this to what he's talking about. So when he skips over the 23, come watch this. Now, we're going to take this door apart a little bit so you can see what we're talking about. Now, Larry's going to point. These screws, he's already pulled out a whole bunch of these.
All the way along top. There's one in the lower corner down there. Another one down here. You've got a 5mm Allen, and I've already replaced mine with Phillips screws, self-tappers up on the top to make it easier. But that comes off. Okay, once we get all the screws off, you can do this two ways. I took the whole entire door off with the late model 23s and up the 24s. You can probably do this without having to take the doors off. The reason I did mine is they didn't really in the video show how the brackets went. It wasn't clear enough, so I took the whole door off. Once you get
hang on, and you'll be more comfortable if you take the door off.
Now once you get the whole bracket, all of these little bracket screws off, this literally pops right off. And this is what you end up with. Now, with the newer ones, a lot of this stuff is here. You literally just have to cut out, or you may not, I'm not sure on the 24s, but they talk about the templates they give you and where they have to go to cut them out. It's real obvious on the newer models. The older models, it's not. It's not marked here. It's not marked over here. What I ended up doing to make it easier for myself is this bracket, which in the video they kind of just throw it off to the side because they don't need it. But this bracket, this little mount right here, specifically is easy to line up because it goes right around this mounting hole in here. What I did was I mounted this, lifted my door panel up to it, and I could see right where this had to be cut. Now he cut it with a Dremel. I didn't have a Dremel that would cut it well enough, so I actually used a reciprocating saw. And I cut the corners off and I was able to get it out, which is fine. You leave this little lip here. Now, if you screw up like I did on this side,
so you were talking about cutting
now
that.
On this side I kind of goofed up a little bit and I cut that little lip off. Makes no difference. It's all hidden back here, so you're okay and good.
And here's the lip he's talking about. You see how the plastic goes all the way across here when he did the cut, and then you see over here, oops, plastic disappeared. But it's hidden behind the panel, so visually it doesn't matter, and strength-wise it doesn't matter either.
This clip is kind of weird to get on. It's round, comes all the way around, and once you get your other bracket that comes on the bottom here, it bolts right through it. The problem was, at first, how do you get it on here? Well, right up in here, right here, they have an indentation that you can literally slide that clip over and you don't have to squish it or open it up to get it on. So it'll slide on right here and then you can move it over. But you don't know where this goes until you get that side lined up, which is what I did. The video, again, like I said, he kind of went over that real quick. He touched it, but you'll see that bracket, and again too, it'll line up here. You put your hose clamp over the top. Now you can bring, I had it down on a flat level piece. Now you can bring your lower door up, and you can see, because there's another bracket that'll line up so you know where to cut it. Once you get that lined up and cut, it's relatively simple to put on because it just bolts. So you've got 2 bolts down here. These go in here. This you got the one up here, and you got these 2 here. That's literally it. That's literally all you got to do.
Move to the inside door to tell a little bit more.
Okay, like I showed you with the brackets, once you get them lined up and you can get it relatively in that area, you've made your cutouts. Now you can lift the lower door up and you'll see right where these brackets mount to. So now at this point it's just a matter of mounting these brackets. I mounted those brackets before I tightened anything up on the other side of the door. I had this all lined up. This presses inside of here. It's nice and tight. As you can see, with me hitting it, it's pretty doggone sturdy. I was really surprised at that.
And again, you put all this together on a table, which was much easier on your body and keeping all the pieces together. Things weren't falling on the floor. It was just easier on a flat surface, right?
Yeah, like I said, with the newer ones, it may be possible. Some guys have said they've done it that way, and that's great. I can see it being done now once I'm done, because the new models, you don't have any of that bracketry that we had to mount on the other side of this door.
Well, so if I do it on the table, what about when, now I got to go over there where those silver hinges are.
What you'll notice is there's 2 holes in here. There's also 2 small holes on the inside of the bracket. When you go to put these back up, use those holes to line them up with the outer brackets. That's how they line this door up. Now, just to give you an idea on what it's like once the door is lined up properly. I always said once you get it lined up properly, these things are real touchy sometimes. That's all it takes to shut the door. Now it sounds like a doggone car. A lot of it's because of the extra weight. Now you still get a little bit of spacing inside of here. Here, maybe along in here, and then on the bottom. And you'll get a little bit of air that comes up into it. But it'll stop 99.9% of all garbage, that gets kicked up and it'll come up into the inside of this.
And see, here's the cool thing. He did such a nice job of aligning this door. It closes so easy. Whereas if you watch that video where we were up in Payson, and I was stopped going up a hill, and much to my dismays, when I closed the door, and I closed it hard because mine's never closed this easy, it didn't latch. And then as we went up, it opened, and then the brush was coming in here. I would have lost my door if I hadn't been stopped. So definitely going to adjust mine so that it would close. Oops, I went way harder than was necessary. That's how spoiled I am, or ruined, from doing it on my machine. Larry makes this so easy.